Hi, my name is Tomas Kralov and welcome to my YouTube channel, where we talk about all things trading, finance, and money in general. Now I am again in my favorite office, which is in the back of my car. I don't usually drive with a driver, but sometimes when I am just too busy and I have a long way ahead of me, then I do prefer to have somebody drive me, and in this instance it makes it possible for me to spend this time with a purpose and record this video for you. So the topic of today: the mentality of a millionaire. What is the mentality of a rich person? How does a rich person think, act, and how are they different from the average person? Now, I do not consider myself being filthy rich or anything like that. I do have some money, but it's not like $100 million kind of thing. So unfortunately, I probably will not be able to give you any advice on how to make $1 billion, but I can give you some advices in general on how I think, what my mentality is, and what things do I believe in, and how I go about my life, and the things that, in my personal opinion, brought me to the place and to the state at which I am at right now. A little bit about me, if you haven't watched my YouTube videos before. I am a trader, so I've been in the business of investments and trading, as well as day trading and stock investments, for about 7 years now, and it has been my pretty much only source of income. So that's where I made most of my money. Right now I'm going more into different projects, since I want to really diversify my income sources, and one of the projects that I'm working on currently is the university grade trading education, that I call it university grade trading education, which is basically teaching other people how to trade, and all my tricks and techniques that I used over the years that made me a lot of money. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like cheap, useless trading course or anything like that, or as these trading gurus are selling or giving away free courses, and then they're actually affiliated with brokers and they make you open a money account. Then as you lose that money, it actually goes into the broker keeps that money and gives a nice share of that money to that trading guru who referred you to that broker. So I'm not going to be doing any of that. It's going to be just pure information, pure education about trading and the way that I'm trading. Now, if you are interested in trading, then I am currently running quite a lot of free live webinars, and there is going to be a link in the description below where you can register for my free webinar. And maybe if you have never considered trading, maybe you can just join me for one of the webinars, and I'll be giving you a lot of small tricks and tips and general overview of this business, and who knows, maybe you'll become interested in it as well. So back to the main topic, the mentality of a rich person. So this is a highly debatable topic, and it's quite honestly, I was given this idea to make this video, and I was asked to make this video by quite a few followers on social media, especially on Instagram. And by the way, follow me on Instagram, that's where I post a lot of interesting things as well. So, mentality. Let's first think about the mentality of a simple person. So some average guy from middle class who works a 9-to-5 job. What do they believe? Their belief system is completely broken. It's completely unfair, but I have to say that it's broken, and unfortunately it is. And my belief system was broken my whole life before I actually changed it. And one thing, one housekeeping thing, I'm not going to be selling you any courses on, I'm not going to be trying to mentor you on life or finances or anything like that. So no worries, this video is for entertainment only and for educational purposes, as they say. So I'm not going to be trying to sell you anything, and this is just my subjective personal opinion. So back to the topic. A lot of middle-class people, and especially poor people, like to say that money is evil. Huge money is either inherited or stolen, and rich people are all criminals, and that I don't need money, I can live without money, and so on and so forth. Does this sound familiar? Guess what? I used to say these things as well. I used to say that it's so difficult to make money. Money doesn't like me. I'm just unlucky. And all these rich persons, they were born rich, or they stole their money, or they were just lucky to make money. I was one of these people. And guess what? This is probably the worst mentality that you can have. I know what I'm about to say is probably going to sound ridiculous. So if you're not an open-minded person, then just move on to some other video, because this is gonna sound a bit ludicrous, what I'm about to say. The way you think reflects on the way you live. And your mentality is gonna be something that your life is gonna mirror from. So meaning that if you think that it's difficult to make money, trust me, it's gonna be really difficult for you to make money. If you believe that money is evil, then money will be evil forever and you will never get it in your hands. If you think that money doesn't love you, then you will never get money. What I believe, for example, myself for the past about 7-8 years now, I believe that money loves me, and I love money. I believe that it's incredibly easy to make money, which is partially true, but it's also partially just part of my mentality, and which leads to a correct approach to making money in general. But we'll talk about that hopefully in this video, but a little bit later. Then the next thing, I believe that money is the greatest thing. It opens up so many opportunities, and business-wise, and just in terms of your quality of life. There's so many people who say, oh, I don't need an expensive car. Well, look at me. I'm riding in a fairly new Bentley. And you know, well, yeah, I could have been riding in an older Mercedes, or maybe I could have been taking a bus, but I probably wouldn't be able to make this video in a comfortable setting with a... Hello. But I probably wouldn't be able to make this video in such a nice environment and such a comfortable setting. And of course we can always say we don't need this, we don't need that, but usually people who say this are the ones that really want it. And people who actually have these things, they do say that these things are nice, that they provide value, that they make your life nicer. Of course, there are rich people who actually really don't like and don't need these things, but there are just a few percent of these, like, I don't know, the owner of IKEA, or maybe, you know, Warren Buffett and people like that. There are always special circumstances. But me personally, I enjoy all of these things. I enjoy expensive watches that are 30,000 a piece or even more. Why not? Because you can, and this is the beauty of money. And people who say that money is evil, I completely disagree. Of course, so many people say that making money is so incredibly difficult, and that a lot of people are born into wealth. I have to agree that when you are born with a silver spoon in your mouth, then it's probably gonna be easier for you to make money, because first of all you have probably your parents to ask for an advice, and you always have some money to start with, but which I personally did not have. I was born to a middle-class family with my father. He was making good money in the 90s, but then he ended up donating everything to a church, so some kind of a Christian community, and he got brainwashed and we lost everything from there. And then we pretty much were poor, and I grew up with just my mother, and that's it. So I wasn't born with a silver spoon or anything like that in my mouth. And of course, these rich families, being part of this family, will allow you to have more opportunities. Therefore, I do not believe in equality. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. Unfortunately, it is true. It is incredibly difficult for somebody from complete nothing to make it to millions. It is true that it's very difficult. However, having correct mentality and mindset will change your life. And what I mean by correct mentality, so even though it is partially true that it's a bit harder to make a lot of money coming from nowhere and having, nothing to start with. However, it still is possible. And when you have a positive mindset, when I wake up every morning, I think that my day is going to be beautiful, that I'm gonna make some money, maybe I'll lose some money, but it's gonna be a fantastic day. I'm gonna enjoy it, I'm gonna live it like it's the last day. And when I start my day, I am pumped up, I'm basically ready to do whatever is necessary to make my dreams come true. Now ask yourself, do you do that in the morning? Or do you wake up thinking, well, now it's gonna be another shit day, I have to go to a shit job, I have to then go and ride a shit subway and then do shit this and shit that? Or do you actually wake up and think that my life is amazing, that I am a great person, I have so many opportunities, I'm for example a citizen of the United States, which alone is already a fantastic opportunity, which even myself I didn't have. I come from Northern Europe, a place called Latvia, which is quite a poor country, and there are almost no opportunities here whatsoever, but somehow I, through some luck and positive thinking, I got lucky and I did get that chance to make money. And do you think that this day is going to be great, that it's going to be greater than yesterday, and that you're going to find the opportunity that you've been looking for so long? Do you believe that something is coming, that all you have to do is see that opportunity, to keep your eyes open? And this is what I've been doing for so many years, and believe me, if I tell you the whole story, this video is going to be just too long, but probably maybe I'll make a separate one about my journey and how it all happened. But I remember myself believing that I deserve a chance. I did not believe that I deserved billions of dollars just dropping on my head. I believed that I deserve a chance, that I will see a chance, and that I will take it, and I will do my absolute best to get everything from life and from that opportunity that will present itself. And I'm pretty sure that even myself, that I probably missed about, I don't know, 10 or 20 opportunities that could have made me a lot of money. It's just our human nature. We go about our lives, we have a job, we have bills to pay, taxes to pay, we have to follow the rules, follow the law. Maybe if you're religious, which I'm not religious at all for many reasons, and if you're religious, then perhaps then there are some church things that are going on in your life, religious things, which is absolutely fine. And then you live by an agenda that was created by somebody else at some point, and that is very limiting. Now, wealthy people, and by wealth I'm meaning not just the state of your bank account, I always also mean your intellectual wealth, because this is the wealth that cannot depreciate. It cannot be taken away from you, like money or a house or a car or whatever. This is the greatest investment. This is right here. And the wealthy people, they believe in themselves, they believe in their projects, they believe that what they're doing is worth something and that they will achieve something. And when you are so focused on your positive beliefs, then you are aware that opportunities are surrounding you. And believe me, even you sitting there watching this video, I'm pretty sure that there might be, maybe not a huge one, but some kind of an opportunity that you're staring at on a daily basis, but you're just choosing not to act on it. Maybe you have some limiting beliefs in your head that it's not possible, that it's maybe not for you, or maybe it's too difficult or too risky or whatever. And all of those things, just seriously, they're all just limiting beliefs. Go out there, be open-minded, believe that you deserve a better life, that you deserve for your dreams to come true. This is the mentality of a wealthy person. We believe that we are the answer to everything. We are not waiting for anybody to hand us things, we are not waiting for anything to happen which would be out of our control. We believe in self-control. We believe that we are the masters of our life. Somehow you can call this a bit egoistic and self-believing too much, and maybe in a way a bit arrogant. I've been called arrogant before, but guess what? When you're so motivated by your own self and you believe that you have the total control over your life, regardless of how bad your current situation might be. And I know that there are situations in life when it seems like it's over and there is nothing else you can do. I cannot say that I've ever been in such a bad situation in my life, but there is always a way out, maybe a small way out that will in time generate another way out, and so on and so forth. So it might be a more, everybody has different opportunities. Once again, I'm not going to be one of those people who blow smoke up people's asses saying that everybody has the same opportunities. It's just not the case, unfortunately. Therefore, all I'm saying is, if you keep a positive, wealthy mentality, believing that you can do it, then you will eventually find that opportunity. Because if you are all negative, saying that money is evil, money is just for rich people to get richer, or for criminals and blah blah blah, and thinking that it's not for you, then when an opportunity presents itself, and believe me, it will at some point, somewhere, somehow, some size of the opportunity, it might not be a huge one, once again, it might be a small one, and guess what, you will miss it. You will not take it, because to start with, you do not believe in yourself. And once again, my greatest wealth is not this car, it's not the real estate that I own, it's not this watch, it's none of that. It's myself, it's my soul, it's my brain, it's my intellect, and most importantly, my belief system that powers my life, the engine of enjoying life, making the most of it. And just in general, I know that this video has maybe will be a bit confusing, that I'm just jumping from topic to topic, but there was no set scenario for this video. I did not write up the text for the script for this video. I've just turned on the GoPro and I've just started talking about my mentality and how I think and how I approach my life, and how, in my opinion, just my subjective opinion, I might be wrong, how it's different from the mentality and the way of thinking of an average person or even a poor person. And please don't think that this video is somehow to brag about my lifestyle or my money, not at all. This is simply to share my thoughts, and hopefully, just hopefully, this video has been useful for you, and that you might somehow improve your quality of life and start working towards your dreams. And it's actually quite simple. It does take some getting used to this correct mentality, these habits of thinking that money is only for rich people, and all these things that we've talked about. They are habits, so it might be a bit difficult to get rid of those habits. So, but it's you know, self work, so you'll have to work with yourself, and it's gonna take you some time. But once you will achieve that level of self-confidence and belief and self-awareness, and the awareness of potential opportunities that are around you, you will see an opportunity that comes your way and you will take it. And it does not matter if you succeed or not. I've taken quite a few opportunities in my life and I did fail many times. And it's normal, it's okay, it's learning experience. It's gonna be improving your intellect, and you will be improving as a person, and it's gonna be just a learning experience. Life is a journey, and your job is to enjoy it. And having a positive mentality will allow you, number one, to have to see the opportunities that life is giving you, number two, acting on those opportunities, and number three, enjoying the ride regardless of what happens in the end. And trust me, when you can do these things and do them from the heart, you will live a happy life and potentially a rich life. Now, so yeah, I hope that this video was somehow helpful, and I tried to express my feelings and tell you about my experiences and my true thoughts and how I live, and you know, with complete honesty, with no scripts and no BS whatsoever. And by the way, follow me on Instagram. Once again, you can always DM me on Instagram. I always do my best to answer all the questions, all the direct messages, and if I don't respond immediately, then give me some time, because there are a lot of people that are messaging me. And yeah, if you are interested in trading, then there will be once again a link below in the description. Go ahead and register for my free webinar and see if trading is for you, and if you have been trading before and perhaps even making some money trading, there will also be quite a few useful tips that you will be able to use in your trading. Right, thank you very much for your attention and for watching this video until the end, and I'll see you in the next video.